Should I shake it?
No.
Here it goes. Well, there we go. We're good. 10 years.
You look beautiful.
No. Why do you only say that when we're on camera? I think I poured you more than even. All right. I'm going to say a toast and you say a toast. Okay. I'll record you. I have nothing prepared, so I'm winging this 100%. But I love you, and I can't believe we've made it. There were times I thought we wouldn't, but I'm so glad that we did. And I'm super proud, and I think this is one of the biggest achievements of my life, and I'm so happy I've gotten to do it with you. And I love you.
Love you too. "10 years.
Oh, no, you talk to me.
Well, I love you. And I want to love you more each day. And I thank God for you. And I wouldn't change anything or trade anything for the time that we've had together. And you complete me.
No.
You make me a better man.
I love you so much.
I love you too.
Well, cheers.
I could say a bunch of other nice things too. Like, behind every good man is a great woman. And,
Well, here you go.
what was the other thing? A woman makes a house into a home.
That was it? That was it?
You don't think that's a compliment?
That's like, yeah.
Oh, you're saying that's
woman,
obvious?
A house without a woman, and then it's just a mess.
It's just a house.
It's
But
just
you,
a messy mess.
you put the woman in it, and it's a home.
That's right. That's sweet.
Welcome back to Water the Nation's Rage. So clearly we have embarked upon another one of these adventures. This time my wife and I were actually celebrating our 10th wedding anniversary and decided to go all out. Well, as much as we're able to go all out, we did, and took a trip up to Chattanooga without the kids this time, just to celebrate 10 years of our marriage, which happened on January 4th. So we actually got married in 2013 on January 4th. We were supposed to do this last month. It's now February, but some things came up. We actually got hit by a tornado. So it wasn't just that, it was some other stuff that came up. A wedding and other stuff. But anyway, we're here now, and we're in our Airbnb, and I want to give you a walkthrough tour of it. It's pretty nice. It's on the south side of Chattanooga. It's actually called Southside Story. That's what they're calling the place. It's 3 floors. It's just a townhome, but it's pretty cool the way they have it set up. So I wanted to show it to you guys. There's a nice map of Chattanooga there. Let me turn some lights on. So that's pretty cool. I wouldn't rely on that. It's just, it's more art than anything else, because none of the streets are actually labeled or anything. But that's what we're gonna do in this video. We're gonna check some stuff out. We're actually about to go to Ruby Falls in a little while. So first thing, so this is the garage, which we, I don't think we're actually allowed to park in the garage. But there are bicycles here. There's 4 of them. and some helmets up there, bike pump. But this is just cool if it's not, you know, winter time, which, I mean, on the right day, even in the winter time, you could take advantage of the bicycles. We might do that. We're not sure yet. Right now it's rainy outside, so yeah, we're gonna have to do a rain check on the bicycles for now. But this is like clearly good transportation if you want to explore downtown Chattanooga, because we're right next to downtown here. So yeah, we got a garage that we can't park in. The good thing about it is we actually do have a driveway out here, which prevents us from having to park out on the street, so that's good. But that's the first floor. And you come up the stairs here, and I wanted to show you guys some of the artwork. It says, this is Langston Hughes. I think I remember hearing about him when I was in elementary school. My soul has grown deep like the rivers, and miles to go before I sleep. Robert Frost. We are such stuff as dreams are made on, and our little life is rounded with a sleep. William Shakespeare. That one's got like a sinking ship on it. It's interesting. Okay. So there you go. You get some literary mastership. I don't even know if that's the right wording for it. But on your way up the stairs. Okay, this is the kitchen. I should have turned all the lights on before I started. Okay. Nice kitchen. Granite countertops. Nice finish on the cabinets. Everything was clean when we got here. It's not so clean anymore, but stainless appliances. Nice island here for whatever prepping you're planning on doing. Nice size refrigerator, ice maker, water dispenser, all that good stuff. Okay, and then you come in here to the living room area, and we've got some like retro style furniture. I think this looks like it's out of the 1970s, which is pretty cool. And then the first thing to point out is this record player here, which actually there are some albums over here. We went through all these albums, and a lot of this stuff we don't recognize because, I mean, let's face it, my wife and I, as old as we are, we're still a little post vinyl era. I mean, I know who Isaac Hayes is, but there's, you know, quite a selection of albums here. Again, well, there's Millie Jackson. Isn't that like part of the Jackson 5? Or was it at one point? Anyway, no Pink Floyd, nothing like that. No Beatles. Just, I can't show you every album, but yeah, I mean, it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool to have a record player to mess around with in, you know, 2023. So that's pretty cool. And we got some artwork on the wall that I'm not sophisticated enough to appreciate artwork like that. but yeah, we got some more over here. We got this cool floor lamp coming up that reminds me of something out of The Sims, that game, The Sims. We got more here. Just give you an idea about what's going on outside the window here, which I love the windows. I mean, we don't have much of a view, but the windows are pretty cool. There's actually another one right here. Now the shape of this building is pretty interesting, simply just because we're on the corner of this big building. Now these are like townhomes, and it goes in a strip, and we're the first one, so we're on the corner of the building here. This is 18th Street. You go down a few blocks and you're on Main Street, which goes through downtown. So we're not far from downtown at all. And here's just a stepping back a view overall of the living space of the second floor. There is a bathroom over here that I forgot to show you. Light switch over here. So it's very nice. It's very done up. They've even got like little, you know, I don't know what you would call that, interesting decor objects. That's a Chattanooga whiskey bottle with like a fake plant coming out of it. Thought that was interesting. Okay, and then you come up to the third floor. Okay, there's the light for the third floor. My wife's actually on the phone right now, but I'll go ahead and show you guys. Yeah, so there's a couple of closets that you're not able to get into. It's got like a code lock on it. I suspect that's where the water heater may be, and the furnace might be in there. You have a guest bedroom. There is another balcony downstairs, but since it's raining, I just decided I'd only show you the one that's up here. It's a good look outside. You can't actually see downtown from over here, but it's that way. There's a stadium over there. It says Finley Stadium and Davenport Field. You can actually see, like, I think those are VIP boxes. If you look right there, it's like some VIP boxes, and you can see the stadium lighting over there. But you see what I mean, like the angles are kind of interesting. This is interesting to me right here. This one little strange corner. I guess I was wondering, like, why do they have that like that? What's up with the corner? Those are some sharp angles. I mean, that might be a 25-degree angle right there, but it's strange, to say the least. But then I saw what was in here, and this is actually this took me by surprise, but this is a pretty big closet here. And that right there, that actually looks like a pack and play or something. But yeah, that's a pretty big closet. I mean, the room's not even that big. We got some more large windows right here. I love this desk. I told my wife we need to get a desk like this to put in our living room. The beds are very comfortable. We didn't sleep in here, but there is a whole bathroom in here just for this room. So you could easily accommodate, 2 more adults in here. It's got its own bathroom. This bed, I don't think I've ever slept in a bed that has the little canopy thing over it. There's nothing on it, but beds like this, they always remind me of like that movie A Christmas Carol, you know, with like Ebenezer Scrooge. His bed, it had like curtains and stuff going around the outside of it. I always wanted to sleep in a bed like that just had like a curtain going around the whole bed, you know. Sounds interesting. Here's what the thermostats look like. There's actually there's one downstairs too, but it shows you the forecast. Like the low for Saturday is 27 degrees. But yeah, I thought that was interesting. The thermostat shows you the forecast. It shows you obviously the temperature inside, but it also shows you what's going on outside, which is pretty awesome. It's a pretty good idea. But I was thinking, you know, that's got to be hooked up to some kind of like internet or something, right? To be able to know what the forecast is or get updates on the forecast. This is our room that we were sleeping in, so it's messy naturally. I'll take another look out this window just to see what the view's looking like. You guys can see what's over that way. That's Lookout Mountain over there, I'm pretty sure. It's the top of it's covered in clouds right now, so you can't really see much about it, but I'm pretty sure that's Lookout Mountain. You can see I-24 out there. So there's I mean, we're surrounded by restaurants, we're surrounded by bars, clubs. Not that we don't really go to bars or clubs, but that's what we're surrounded by. It looks like there might be some kind of hair cutting place over there, or a salon. Maybe I need to go get my hair cut. Be nice to go do something like that while I'm not having to worry about working. But here's the other bathroom. I don't know that you would call it the master bathroom. It's just a bed, because they both have bathrooms. This is what it looks like though. I mean, it's very similar to the other one, but this is a nice place, and you know, we feel like we got a pretty good deal on it. There was another place we were considering staying at that was suggested to us the last time we came here. Now, I actually came here, all of us, we all came up here on my birthday in 2015, which is my 30th birthday, and we went on the duck ride, which goes down the Tennessee River, and it gives you a nice little scenic tour of the downtown area and everything. And well, it was suggested to us by the tour guide from the Ducks that we needed to stay in a bed and breakfast. I can't remember what it was called. Hang on a sec. It was called Bluff View Inn, and it's right off of the river. Okay, you can actually see it in the video that I made on the Ducks, and you can hear the guy suggesting it. He said it's very romantic, it's very scenic, and obviously it is. It's on this big hill, and it's in an old mansion, and it's like a bed and breakfast. So for almost twice as much as we paid to stay here, you can stay in that bed and breakfast, but you only get one room and a balcony, I think. So, you know, I think we're glad that we stayed here instead. Like he said, that place is supposed to be really romantic and everything, which is fine. It's all fine and good, but you know, she said $1,300 to stay for 3 nights in that place. Well, guys, we're only paying like, I think she said $750 to stay here for 3 nights, and we got this whole townhouse, and it's very nice. It's not in, you know, as fancy of an area, and the views aren't as good. We can't see the river or anything, but you know, for almost half the price of staying in a 1-bedroom place, we're getting this whole house. So that's the cool thing about Airbnbs, is that you tend to get a whole house, you know, for the same price or even less. In this case, it was less than, you know, staying in like a bed and breakfast or something. Now, that bed and breakfast is legendary. I mean, it's very popular. It's very famous. A lot of people know and stay at that place. So it's got a reputation, and that's why, I mean, you're paying for the view, you're paying for the reputation, and you're paying for the, you know, just the whole theme of the place, that it's supposed to be very romantic and everything. So this is where we're staying at. That's the walkthrough. Stay tuned for more stuff. Like I said, we're going to go to Ruby Falls. We might go to Rock City too, so I'll get that. Yeah. Awesome.
Yeah. And they can all stay out. Well, we'll probably stay there. Yes, now when you come out, I was so excited because I went last year. One of the girls said from 21. You're like, we're in Nashville. I'm like, okay, that sounds safe. Yeah. And worse than Vegas, for sure. Really? Like crazy, like
Yeah,
I expected it to be more mild. No, it was insane.
I walked home,
what
did I do? With so many people.
And Wappy's right now because we went last year in March. So yeah, so there will be a man that sells hot dogs. His hot dogs are amazing.
So where we're from, Columbus, we have a strip called Broadway also, and it's also a whole bunch of bars, and there's a pizza cart. So
Yeah, there's that.
Pizza cart.
Something like 3 o'clock in the morning, the pizza or hot dogs or stuff. But I would definitely do that. Watch your head here. Number one, if you're walking from Plaza, somebody has their kingdom.
And I'm not really, but I
Well, not only that, just,
And I don't know where we're at.
right, and they do stuff.
Nature is a patient artist. With a growth rate of only half an inch every 100 years, the creation of formations in the cave spans centuries. Their distinctive shapes are miraculous. Fabric-like draperies floating from limestone, curly helictites defying gravity, delicate straw-shaped capillary tubes hanging from the ceiling, and mounds of flowstone resembling lava. The shapes are determined by location and rate of water flow, with mineral content influencing their color.
Use Android access provided and stay with your guide.
Because you were 15.
Yeah. And now,
Dragon foot.
Yeah, I know.
we'll have to bring him Cindy.
It's a lot. It's a great place to visit. I can run around and get, I appreciate more than here.
Well, so our 7-year-old.
Hey, Chad! Coming down. How big are you? I got a 19. Get y'all to come right down here a little bit. I'll fit in this area. Try.
We doubled up.
Yeah, that's true. We're gonna hang out over to y'all's left-hand side, let Chuck pass by in just a minute, but we are gonna double up. All right. No, you're good. This one is, straight over my head. My favorite formation down here, the first drape we feature on the tour. This is about 12,000 years old. You're gonna be walking right underneath it. It's only a quarter of an inch thick at the thinnest point, so fragile. It is calcified because it is pure white. So please watch your head though, there's a low rock right here.
What?
Looking up through crevices along the path reveals hidden wonders. Just when you think you've seen everything, something new catches your eye. Overhead formations like cave bacon with its coloring from iron oxide always brings a smile to my face. Nature paints a beautiful and sometimes peculiar underground landscape.
Keep baking.
Yeah.
Oh, we.
I Magical.
Well, you don't know me.
Next section we're walking through is a little narrow. It's a little squeezy. Very low rock. Even I have to duck. We call it lookout lane for a reason. You need to look out.
I don't like that. You don't? No.
Have a little chat while we're going out here. It's really loud today. Get into your car. You'll walk about 1.5 miles at Ruby Falls today. Pretty good.
I thought we went past that a long time ago.
You just had a lot of pretty things to look at. All right, we are currently 1,120 feet underground. Again, 1,120. You can kind of have a visual of how that happened. We came in the side of the mountain, but the mountain has gotten taller. So us coming in the side, as we got in, there's more mountain overhead. We're surrounded by what kind of rock?
Limestone.
Limestone. All right, best dad joke ever. What did the limestone say to the geologist? Don't take me for granted. Main reason, I love only the women laughed. All right, main reason I tell that joke is to remember what kind of rock is down there. There is no granite down here. It is all limestone. Limestone is more porous, allows the water to drip through the rock and create the formations that you've been looking at. Waterfall itself is fed naturally from all the rain and natural springs that run through the mountain. About 300 to 400 gallons pour out per minute, and that is determined by how much rain. Will eventually make its way to the Tennessee River. As we do go in, keep in mind the next room you're about to go into is natural. 110 feet high and 110 feet long. No blasting in this room whatsoever. Mother Nature carved this out through erosion. Leo found it. He was probably very surprised when he just saw how tall it was when he went into this area. Keep in mind the pool you're about to see is only 3 to 4 feet deep. The pool was created in order to contain the water, or the water would fill up this room. Water still is flowing underneath us naturally through all the passageways you crossed over and eventually into the Tennessee River. Y'all ready to go in and see Ruby Falls? All right, come on up.
If it was a granite cave, they would tell us to try the water. But since it's limestone, it's probably not filtered very well. Remember when we went to Coolidge? Gotta get a picture. Happy anniversary.
Still waiting for you to discover an underground waterfall named after me, but
Sweet story though.
The waterfall's 90 feet. The waterfall's 90 feet and the room is 100. we have a pretty good idea what we're gonna do today, but instead of explaining it, we'll just show you what we're gonna do. Come on, follow me. You might want to walk it out to the past the van first. You got it?
It's been so long since I've ridden a bike.
Are you nervous?
Yeah, I am.
Why? Can you reach the pedals?
Yeah.
So you good? You want to do this? Come on. I feel like a kid again. Okay, so here's the plan. Since we're not Lance Armstrong, or you know, we don't ever ride bicycles, like never do we do this, but we decided we wanted to, and the plan is, instead of riding the bikes out of here, we're actually gonna go to the art district, like drive over there with the bikes in the van, and then we're gonna get the bikes out. And our plan is to bike, pedal, whatever you want to call it, about a mile away to this breakfast joint called Milk and Honey, and you have to go over that pedestrian bridge to get there. So we want to do that on the bikes. So you guys ready for this? That's our plan. Come on, let's go. Electric bike. The electric bike. That's what that was. There's the art museum. Over the water. Feel that? that's a drawbridge. You see that? That's a drawbridge. You see that island? It's a wildlife sanctuary.
Wasn't there an island?
Yeah, that's it, but is this the right way?
12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6.
There we go.
never said this, but we never got to go on a honeymoon.
No, this is super fun.
When we got married, we were so poor.
We're still kind of poor.
We still couldn't go on a trip or anything, and a bunch of people chipped in and got us a hotel room in Covington, the city that we lived in. And that's what we did. And then the next year, Jonah was born. So this is our first time taking a trip together, just us. After 10 years.
No, and I feel like we're doing things we wouldn't normally do, so it's fun.
Yeah.
Like, on a typical day, if you asked me if I wanted to go ride a bike in a town I'm not familiar with, I would have been like, yeah, no, I'm good. But I'm pushing myself, and I was rewarded with a great breakfast, so. My poor hands are like super jammed.
There's a riverboat.
Yeah, I think the ramp that we took the duck boats on is right down there.
It is.
Like top 10 horrifying experiences of my life.
No.
Yeah. Going down that ramp.
It wasn't bad. It wasn't bad.
Ready?
Yeah, I hope this thing doesn't come off again. That sucks. Take a picture of that. Babe, I want to take a picture of that.
You want to take our picture with it? Even though we look really goofy.
Hey, face the other way. I look super cool.
I don't.
I look like such a dork.
Here, hold on. Let me put my hair down and see if it helps. How about now?
I look like a total dork.
That angle isn't doing it for me though. You need to come up. It's not a good angle for any woman coming down below our face.
Brr. This is way easier than walking. You know? River Gallery Sculpture Garden. We're gonna go in?
Yeah.
Look at the tiles. They're all different too.
For sale.
Huh?
I think they're for sale.
$30,000? Hmm?
That looks like a blown up motor right there.
A blown up what?
Motor.
Oh.
Ever tell you about when I went to New York City last time? They had like this big, like, just sphere, like at the entrance of the buildings. And then they put it in Battery Park, and it's like exploded, like where it melted and stuff, but it looks so crazy.
Sphere?
It was a sphere.
Okay. I thought you said sphere.
I guess that's what it was. It's like a sphere, but it was like melted and like all bent, you know?
Yeah.
But it was in the center of the World Trade Centers.
1991.
How does that make you feel, Jared? Does it feel like life? It's like a fine balance, juggling and stuff. That's what I'm taking from it.
It's kind of phallic, isn't it?
No, those things at the cave were those stalagmites. No, I was like, why do they all look like that?
It's like Pyramid Head's head. Lovers. Prodigal son. Okay, never mind. Not lovers.
That's so sweet. Look how they're wrapped around each other. Some kind of cloth. You see that? What does that mean? Is that biblical?
I don't know.
Well, he does say to get him, like, clothes, doesn't he?
A robe.
Maybe he's replacing his robe.
That thing that you were looking at, the canal.
So,
1959.
is it something with like the way the light hits it or something, ecclesiastical shadow, or
A weeping what? Cherry tree maybe, huh? Yes. This is awesome. Yeah, but I saw that.
is that a belt?
Yep.
I think we should become sculptors, Jared.
Sculptors?
Sculptors, not sculptures. Yeah?
Yeah, I already like sculpting. Remember what I did with the modeling clay? I have to pee.
Huh?
I gotta pee.
Hold on, just give me a second, Jared. Oh, you sit down yet? It feels nice. So romantic. I made it here after 7 years. 8 years. But you always have to put a camera in my face whenever I'm being sweet to you. You documenting it.
It's a rare thing.
You said you're sorry. You're not kidding. You're kidding. I am sweet to you every day. No, I did have this as a goal though. I think we decided, we're like, that sounds so romantic. We need to do that one day. We got pretty.
That's the bed and breakfast I was talking about. That we decided not to stay at because it's so expensive. But you see the view. It comes with this view. And that island right there is a wildlife sanctuary. Look at that thing. Well, that was a lot of fun. We had a blast on the bikes. Got a little tired toward the end of that though, especially after that big breakfast we had. I should have showed you guys the food that we had at that milk and honey place we went to. I had chicken and waffles and I forgot what Christina had, but she liked it. So it was real good. And that was a lot of fun. So it's our last night here and we're about to go out to dinner. But you guys remember how I was saying before that I regret not showing you that other place we went to earlier today called Milk and Honey, and didn't review it or anything. However, we did say it was very good and we recommend it. This time I'm gonna do a review of whatever restaurant we're going to. Hey, I don't know exactly what I'm gonna get yet until I look at the menu, but I'm pretty sure it's gonna be something similar to a steak, if not right on a steak. Like maybe if they have any ribeye or anything like that, that's what I'll be looking for when we get there. All right, see you then. Apparently we're just gonna walk to this place, and apparently it's called Feed and Co. Table and Tavern. So it's pretty cold outside, but we're gonna walk because it's not far. So why not? A lot of nice houses fixed up.
It's all kind of newer, don't they?
Huh.
I think they're fixed up or newer.
I don't think those are new.
No.
I mean, some of them might be. Some of them don't look new. Those are craftsman style houses right there.
Yeah.
You can't even see them on the camera. It's too dark.
I'm hoping this place has left me.
I don't. Stained glass. Drinks. What did you get at first?
It was the... Where's that menu? It was... Blazing Sunset. It's fresh habanero tequila, peach schnapps, homemade lime, simple syrup, muddled peaches, and jalapenos, and salt really. So that was really good. It was super spicy, but it was good. I can't tell if this one's spicy or not.
I was hesitant at first to try a spicy, like a habanero anything when it comes to drinking. Because I like spicy food, but I don't like to drink spicy stuff because it gives... I think it would give me like heartburn really bad. Because remember when I drank that hot sauce?
Well, that's totally different.
Well, I haven't felt the urge to drink anything spicy.
I see that. I thought that when you said that, I'm like, wait a minute. I feel like you've done this to the extreme before. Yeah, that makes sense.
It's okay, but it kind of forces you to just sip on it. I mean, you don't want to take a big gulp of that. You just want to like sip on it.
This tastes like completely sweet to me after the other thing. Like, I do not taste, but my lips are still like burning a little bit from the other drink. So, wouldn't you say the other one was way spicier?
I only got a little bit of sip of it.
Yeah. Alright, thank you. I'm kind of stuck between. I think I'm gonna get a salad. Either I'm gonna do the spinach and feta, the strawberry and feta, or which I don't know if this qualifies as a salad, but fried Brussels sprouts salad. And the reason why I'm leaning towards that way is it has goat cheese, toasted pecans, and pepper jelly.
No, that doesn't make it better. That doesn't make it better.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, it does. Then I might do that one. It has pepper jelly vinaigrette, like some that sounds amazing.
Is it jelly or is it vinaigrette?
It's pepper jelly vinaigrette. You can make anything a vinaigrette. You add vinegar to it.
It's a salad dressing?
Yeah.
But it's not jelly.
They make the vinaigrette.
I like pepper jelly.
Yeah.
Well, I saw the brisket. It says 20-hour. You know what? This isn't on. Yeah, it is. 20-hour brisket French dip. Smoked brisket, caramelized onions, provolone. How do you say that?
Remoulade.
Au juice?
What?
Au juice?
Oh, au jus.
Au jus? Horseradish on a hoagie bread. I'm probably not gonna eat the bread. Maybe I should though.
Yeah, you can't eat a French dip without bread. What are you gonna dip it with? Your pork?
I just dip the meat in it.
No, Jared. Come on, enjoy yourself. It's gonna be delicious. It's part of the goodness.
I already had waffles
And
today.
everything is, yeah, it's already shot. Might as well just eat the bread.
No, I'm saying I already had enough bread. I had
No,
waffles.
that's not how it works. It's like once you screw it up, you just enjoy today and then you start again tomorrow. You know?
Yeah, but that's a lot of bread. My psoriasis is gonna flare up. Have too much bread. Anyway, I also got this. It's Elysian Space Dust IPA, and it's pretty good. That's what we're working with. Try fried green tomato or two. I don't even want to use it for it. I just kind of want to pick it up.
Do it, Jared.
It's kind of hot though.
That was good.
Where's the crab at? Is that the crab right there?
I guess it's the remoulade. With the sauce, I don't know.
Is that crab? Or is that coleslaw? That's the only thing that struck my interest was the crab.
Ready to order? I want to mention this for a little bit.
No, this is, I think we're ready.
Alright.
I'm gonna get the fried broccoli sprout salad.
Oh, Brussels sprout salad?
Yes, thank you. And I'm gonna do grilled chicken on that.
Grilled chicken?
Right, thank you.
Here for you, sir.
20-hour French dip.
French dip? And what can I get for your side?
Oh, shit.
I've got fries, tater tots, collards, pintos, carrots, Brussels sprouts, coleslaw, mashed potatoes.
I'll do the pinto.
Do the pintos? Gotcha.
Alright, thank you.
Pinto bean.
The only pinto I know.
Well, there's a recalled Ford vehicle from the 1970s called a pinto.
And they're gonna serve that to you?
Maybe. Hopefully it won't explode.
I literally want to. I don't know why. That's because I know.
I don't think I've had fried green tomatoes since I was a little kid. My mama made them one time. But I remember the movie, and ever since the movie I wanted to try them again.
What do you think?
They're pretty good. Is this the way that, is it pretty good the way that they're kind of...
They're fancied up with all the...
Yeah, but I'm talking about like the texture of them. Cooked fried right. It's not too soft. It's still got a little bit of crisp to it.
Yeah, you want to, they're basically just under, what's the word, under harvested tomatoes. So they're always going to be a little more firm. And they're a little like sour.
Wait. So the only
reason they're green is because they don't like it?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. I thought green tomato was a separate plant.
I don't think so. Unless I'm wrong, but my dad always has a garden even now. And we would make fried green tomatoes, but you make them kind of earlier in the season. You pick them before they're ripe. Let me Google it though, because now I'm touching myself.
Wow, yeah. Yeah, I like them. But that place in Juliet.
Yes, thank you so much.
That place in Juliet actually makes like fried green tomato sandwiches.
Yeah.
Which sounds interesting. So yeah,
How would you
these are
word that
actually
question?
these are pretty good.
Are green tomatoes eventually red tomatoes?
Or just say is
Okay, like the green tomatoes continue to ripen once they get picked.
just ask is green tomato and green and red tomatoes the same?
Are green
The same Guinness. Not like Guinness draft.
Okay, here we go. Are green tomatoes? Yeah, more often though, green tomatoes are just tomatoes that haven't ripened.
Oh, but it says more often. Does that mean that there's a separate?
Sometimes they were picked before they turn red. Green tomatoes usually green tomatoes are usually tomatoes that miss the chance to
That's what
ripen
it
before
means.
the weather started to get colder. And late summer.
So it's the same thing as a red tomato, it's just not as ripe. So basically
That's why they're a little
you
like
pick
bitter.
it and you fry it before it has a chance to turn red. I like that because I'm not a fan of red tomatoes. Not really. I mean, I like spaghetti sauce, but I don't really like red tomatoes.
I'll bet you green tomatoes are more keto friendly.
How so?
The fried Brussels sprout salad with pepper, jelly, vinaigrette, and grilled chicken. And I am like too full to even eat it, but I didn't told you about that angle. It's not nice. But I'm gonna take it home with me and I will enjoy it tomorrow probably.
I got the brisket. Au jus brisket with the French dip and I guess the French dip is the au jus, right? And the pinto beans. That is a hearty portion of pinto beans there. A lot of bread. Okay. Concern here is the brisket that they said was smoked for 20 hours.
How is it?
I'm about to just eat the brisket by itself. It's very dry.
Oh no.
It's not.
Again?
Very dry.
Let me try it back. Just the brisket. Oh, you're struggling. Stick it in the au jus.
You said just the smoked stuff, it tenderizes it to varying degrees, but this I'm not so sure I buy that 20 hours of smoke for 20 hours. I'm buying it, I'm paying for it, but you know, this is what happens to meat when you put it in the microwave. It's kind of tough. That's all I'm saying.
You think I'm good over here?
Yeah, thank you.
Awesome.
I can taste the smoke flavor, but it's very tough. Very tough. Now, I have been spoiled by my brother-in-law who smokes brisket on a regular basis. I don't want to say, maybe not on a regular basis, but on special occasions, which many times a year. I'm gonna try the pinto beans. I'm a fan of pinto beans. See if these are good. The beans are good. And that ain't no smoked brisket. Should have got the steak.
Maybe it's been sitting under a heat lamp for 20 hours.
That's what it seems like. It seems like it's been under a heat lamp or something. It's dry. It's tough. I mean, normally when you think of brisket, you think of moist and tender, but this is dry and tough. I should have got the ribeye. Can't ever tell. You know, I was thinking, you know, normally when I get a steak, it's not cooked the way that I want it to be, and I was just thinking, well, that's disappointing. I don't want to have to pay for a steak that's overcooked, you know. But so I was thinking, well, this says 20 hours smoked, so you can't lose with that, but apparently you can.
I'm just so full. I'm so bummed.
I'm bummed too. I'm still gonna eat it. I ain't gonna, you know, I gotta pay for it, but
The chicken's actually really good. Want to try a piece?
it's alright.
It's good.
That's smoked too.
That's really good.
That's smoked too. You can taste the
Well, it said
smoky
it was
flavor
grilled.
of it, but the texture's all off.
It said it was grilled though.
It's grilled?
So,
Well, I can taste the smoky flavor to it. See, I don't mean to talk crap, but maybe that's why they serve it with French dip. Is because
yeah, it is a French
they
dip.
know it's dry, and they
That is what makes it a French dip. Is the bread, the cheese, the brisket, and then you get the au jus.
yeah, but they're hiding their brisket behind a French dip
that
hoagie.
actually does not hide it.
If it was really smoked brisket, they wouldn't need any of that, right? Am I right?
get what you're saying. That's his own thing.
I'm naive. Okay. That's what we paid. That's how much our entrees were. So I don't guess I can complain too much because that was only a $13 sandwich there.
That's cool. It's like a yeah, still. It's a lot of awesome murals
That is amazing.
around here. Look at the form on the faces, the way the light hits, and the tone on the shape of the face. They had to have been looking at a portrait, you would think.
Milk and honey.
Smoothie King! I'm gonna say it every time we pass
I
it.
can tell. You literally have this.
Oh man, we need to get a chair from there. Look at all those nice chairs.
Yeah, look at them. I for sure need one of those.
Would make my gaming experience so much more enjoyable.
Really? Who sits at the desk more than you? I think if we get to buy a luxury.
If you combine the gaming and the video editing, I probably sit it there more than you.
Okay. I doubt that. I've worked 10-hour days for months on end.
Look, we can take a shortcut.
What?
We can take a shortcut. Yeah, we can skip the corner.
Oh, that's nice. Being able to walk.
We made it back.
Oh,
We didn't die. We didn't freeze to death.
We're gonna turn on the records?
And turn on the records.
Yeah.
Let's make love. Is that what this is?
Yeah.
Hot buttered soul.
Hot Buttered Soul was winner.
There's like a whole bunch. There's like 3 albums inside this thing. Which one is it, Isaac? Which one is
Oh
it?
my gosh, Jared, will you judge me faster?
Black Caesar. This is some James Brown.
Okay.
Inside the Isaac Hayes.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
This is some Dionne Warwick. And here's the Hot Buttered Soul right here.
Oh, you got it?
One Woman. By the Time I Get to Phoenix.
I think that might be it.
It's only got 2 songs on each side. Walk On By. Oh, you're gonna pass up the James Brown? That was like a bonus. There's not even a James Brown cover over here. So we didn't even know we had James Brown. Hey!
One more then.
We broke it.
No, I worked it fine. There it goes.
I fight my way through the 5 o'clock rush hour. It's daylight.
This is copyrighted music you're listening to, by the way.
I don't care. I'm not here for the video. I'm here for you. So. You have a second stomach you're not telling me about. I ate as much as you did. And I didn't eat dinner. You ate a whole French dip. What happened?
Okay, so we need to talk about that. I didn't want to say too much in that restaurant.
You said a lot in the restaurant.
I'll just say this. I'm glad I didn't get the steak. Because if you can't get brisket right, I'm not going to pay for your steak. Like I said, it was only a $13 sandwich. Okay, so that's their argument. Which I understand. It was pretty cheap. As expensive as crap is these days, that was pretty cheap. It was a good sandwich, but it was not brisket. I would not call that brisket. Would not call that 20-hour smoked
Yeah,
brisket.
I was gonna say, it's brisket.
If you
but
smoke
maybe
something for 20 hours, there ain't no way in Hades that it's going to be that tough. One last final clip to say farewell and kind of talk about our trip a little bit, summarize. So how happy were you with the room?
With the place?
Yeah.
Oh, it was nice. I liked it. I could have done without all the stairs, but beyond that, it was real nice.
How much was that?
Altogether, it was $700.
7, that's it? I said $750, I wasn't sure.
I think it was like 700 even. It was only like, I think like 500 for the room, like for the rental itself, but then you pay all the fees and cleaning fees and taxes and all that.
So that's what, that's roughly like 233.33 per night. So that's pretty good. That's not bad for all the accommodations that we had. The fact that we were so close to downtown, and there's really a lot more to do around there than what we actually did. We were trying to kind of save money and
Just like relax too.
Yeah.
I think we just needed to have time to chill. We did have like old people for most of the trip. Like get back to the house like 5 o'clock. Like, all right, we're done for the day.
well, it was nice to just, chill out and, lay down on the couch and stretch out and watch a scary movie.
Yeah, it was nice.
And we don't watch movies that much anymore together without the kids, so it brought an interesting aspect back.
Yeah, I had fun. I did. It was very relaxing, and there was like no rush, no hurry. It was just chilling. Great time.
Yeah, I think the home itself, the Airbnb, whatever you want to call it, I called it a room, but it's not really a room. It was very comfortable, not super luxurious, but just nice. I mean, we had everything we needed. Always check for minor things, like fine detail things whenever we go to a place, like see, does the refrigerator have an ice maker? Are there ceiling fans in the rooms? What's the view looking like? That kind of stuff. Is there a fireplace?
That would have been the one thing I wish I had, because it was new. So, but the heat worked good. So.
Yeah, the heat worked fine. So it would have just been an extra bonus thing. We didn't really need a fireplace, but it would have been nice to have. One thing I wasn't real impressed with was the furniture in the living room.
It was a weird layout.
Yeah.
I guess it was more for like mingling and not like relaxing.
The furniture wasn't really your typical lounge kind of furniture. It was more like trendy. It reminded me of like what a college student would have in their studio apartment or something.
But it was comfortable. It just wasn't like for
It was comfortable, but I mean, when I laid down on the couch, you didn't have anywhere to lay down. It wasn't big enough for both of us, and
that he did.
The chair. Well, you laid on it for one night because I think the first night we went, you laid down on the couch, and I had to like sprawl out on the chair because there's 2 chairs. You guys may have here they are right here. That's what they look like, and there's like these little soft footstool things that you can prop your feet up on. Well, I just kind of did a makeshift couch for me to lay down on. I put both of the stools out in front of the chair, and I just kind of stretched out. So it wasn't really comfortable in that aspect where, you know, there was a couch and a love seat or anything like that. I mean, I'm not asking for leather sofas or anything, although that would be a nice perk, but I understand that why they wouldn't want to have that in there, because, you know, it's easy to ruin stuff like that and it's really expensive. So I get the cheap furniture part of it, but at least have a love seat and a sofa. You know, if you're going to advertise the place to accommodate 4 adults plus a couple more, because that couch was actually what are those called, ottomans? No, it was like a pull-out couch, so it had a bed in it. So really it would accommodate more than 4 adults. You know, there's probably enough room there for 6 people altogether.
Yeah, I definitely picked it based on location and price, because we didn't need anything that big, but when the kids almost had to come with us, that was good to know that we had room for them. But it would have been a very different trip had they came.
Yeah.
We wouldn't have got to do hardly any of the stuff we did.
I think my favorite part was yesterday when we were riding the bikes through part of the city, and I really wish we could have went to downtown, but she really didn't want to do that because the streets are so busy.
Well, I had a hard time propping myself up when we would have to stop, especially after we lifted the seat. It was more comfortable to ride, but it was not comfortable to stop. And then stop and go, like to cross the streets. Yeah.
But we definitely didn't show you the coolest part of the city. I mean, I kind of got a brief clip of it because we just drove through like the downtown part. We only drove through there once, so it would have been cool to go back and explore that area, but we just don't have enough time.
Well, we could have done it.
Well, we could have done it, but we're trying to get back because our kids miss us and we miss our kids.
Yes.
But no, I think that was my favorite part, riding the bikes. I think it was awesome that the room came with that, so you didn't have to worry about renting anything additional or anything like that. That was really cool. Not all places do that, I'm sure. So
yeah, and it also came with kayak rentals, but it is super cold.
Yeah, I can't see.
Neither one of us have ever kayaked before, so.
Yeah, I can't see us out there on the Tennessee River in a kayak right now. It being in the 30s outside. I don't even. That's probably just seasonal. He didn't say it was just seasonal. Well,
probably the paddle.
I would do it in the summertime or even in the late spring, but I don't really feel that enthusiastic about doing something like that right now. Really, I mean, I don't even like the water that much.
Yeah, we'll definitely come back. I don't know that we'll stay there, probably just because of the couches. Because if we have the kids, that would suck sitting in that living room with the kids.
And one thing that was kind of disappointing, I guess it kind of worked out for the good, but we were woken up, or I was woken up, you probably woken up too, because you're the one that pointed it out.
Yeah, you were like,
well, it sounded like thunder at first, and then I got up because we heard this noise and it sounded kind of like thunder, but I noticed that it wasn't stopping. It was like a continuous thing. So I got up.
I thought somebody was in the house.
Yeah, it sounded kind of like somebody was walking around downstairs. So I got up to check it out, and then it actually sounded like it was coming from the next place over, like right next to us, which there's just a wall separating the 2 townhomes. So I put my ear up against the wall, and then I thought, well, maybe it sounds like boots in a dryer. You know, it's just that constant cuckoo, cuckoo, cuckoo. And it wasn't stopping, so that's why I thought, well, there's no way that's a person unless they're like possessed or something.
So it sounded like they were river dancing on the roof or something.
It was non-stop, like it didn't stop. It went on for probably...
It was still doing it when we left.
An hour. Well, come to find out, they were actually working on the roof, and that's what that was. There were a bunch of construction workers outside working on the roof. So That woke us up this morning at about 7. So yeah, that kind of sucked, but you know.
Yeah, I definitely could have slept for like another hour peacefully. It'd be nice. So I told Brittany, like, maybe that's how they, like, alright, time to go. You'll sleep much better at home.
But at least it happened on the morning that we did have to get up and get our crap together so we could leave. Yeah. And it didn't happen like any of the other mornings. But yeah, other than that, we had a good time. Enjoyed Ruby Falls.
That was beautiful.
We were gonna go to Rock City, but it rained a lot. And
no, and I had so much fun doing what we did yesterday. I feel like that was more special and it was fun.
we did go to the mall the first day, our first full day there, and
because it was rainy.
The mall has a Charlie's cheesesteak factory. Is that what it's called?
I think so.
Which is really good. I used to eat that all the time when I was an over-the-road truck driver, and I'd go to Chicago, and there was a TA truck stop that had one of those, and I used to go there all the time to get that. So it brought back some good memory. And yeah, it was a good anniversary trip. The first one we've ever taken together.
Well, we did go to Atlanta one time for a night.
I don't consider that a trip. We stayed at Peachtree Plaza. I've actually got a short video of that on the channel from like 2017. So yeah, we did go there one time.
We stayed at the Westin. It was nice.
Yeah, Peachtree Plaza, Westin.
It was like the views from that room were awesome.
Yeah, if you want to check that out, I'll link it in the description if you're still there. But thanks for watching. Come back again.